So far, people have been wondering a lot about Harry and Meghan's kids and whether they're real. Meghan made things more uncertain when she got caught up in a big fuss about editing a fake pregnancy photo. We'll tell you all about it in this video. Hello friends, welcome back to the King YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the subscribe button because subscribing is free. Thank you friends. Well, after it was revealed that one of their most memorable photos was actually edited, the Harry and Meghan Markle camp are being called hypocrites as per their PR sources. They've been warned that if they mess up like Catherine did, the media won't be forgiving. And guess what? That's exactly what's happening now, after their photographer friend claimed that the photo they used to announce Lily's pregnancy wasn't entirely truthful. The irony and dishonesty here are just astonishing. Harry is saying Meghan would never make the same mistake as Catherine did, like it's some kind of outrageous breach of ethics to Photoshop her daughter's left hand. Yet these two are constantly playing the victims, making a career out of throwing the royal family under the bus. I'm not even sure if that's Meghan's body in that photo. If you look at the woman's thighs and the length of the leg, it doesn't seem like Meghan. I'd say the legs are longer, with a nicer shape and more fat than Meghan's. Meghan's legs are really skinny without any fat, and they look kind of odd. It's like her photographer friend put her head on someone else's pregnant body. I know it sounds crazy, but why would anyone try to deceive like that? Also, Meghan missed the weirdly deformed hand that looked like a chicken's foot on Lily's first Christmas card as a family of four and on their official arch photo. And that little boy's hair has been every possible shade. We've seen his hair black, brown, and even red. So I find it really hypocritical for those two to criticize Princess Catherine for photoshopping a picture, especially when Meghan does it regularly, just like every other celebrity out there. Harry and Meghan should really ease up on all the drama and leave Catherine alone to recover in peace. If the online trolls and bullies hadn't spread horrible lies, fake news, and libelous comments, she wouldn't have felt pressure to release a photo showing herself looking completely healthy. Honestly, whether either of the two couples tweaks photos to improve them doesn't really matter. What does matter is calling out the other while doing the exact same thing themselves. Harry and Meghan act so self-righteous they really need to stop. It doesn't reflect well on them. You've got to have a good memory before challenging others, as has happened with this issue. Eventually, you'll get caught. Next thing we know, it's going to be their own truth. Another thing to remember about Catherine's Photoshop is that there's no need to apologize for just making minor adjustments to make things look better. That's all Catherine did. Her photo was for a Mother's Day greeting card, so of course she wanted to look her best. She didn't create a fake. She simply edited the details of a photo meant to wish all mothers well. And she didn't try to fabricate an event by creating a fake photo either. The irony and hypocrisy with those two are just so obvious. And for Harry to claim that Meghan would never make the same mistake is just ridiculous. I mean, Catherine didn't make such a huge blunder, let's be real. These two always play the victim and have built a career on spreading lies about their families. So they're definitely no better than Catherine. Now, while I don't agree with what Harry and Meghan did to the royal family, I can understand Meghan wanting her photos to be flawless. But now the agencies are all upset with Catherine because they don't have the copyright to her images. So it's a big loss of money for them, and they're out for revenge. We shouldn't fall for their bait. It's clear that the craziness and stupidity of the left-wing media seem to grow every day. They want us to believe that running a photoshopped photo of Catherine's left hand will somehow ruin her reputation. Seriously? The real reason they took it down is that they also despise the royal family and don't want to publish anything positive about them. They're really disconnected, aren't they? They don't seem to realize that their constant stream of nonsense has already tarnished their reputation long ago. Hypocrisy is always present with Harry and Meghan. I mean, nearly every ad they release is retouched, but I guess that's okay because it's usually done by their own team. They keep talking about wanting to mend their relationship with the royal family, yet they turn around and give interviews about how badly they've been treated. And now this latest incident just shows how out of touch and unserious they really are. Oh, and I can only imagine how stressful it must be for Meghan. Before she married Harry, she faced a setback because of using Photoshop. Petra actually blocked Meghan Markle from Chopard after an edited photo made her look bad. Meghan and top model Petra had appeared together at a social event before Meghan married Prince Harry. But then an old photo of them surfaced, supposedly showing Meghan editing her appearance to look better compared to the supermodel. This caused a big argument between Petra and Meghan ended up losing some support and wasn't allowed to work on future royal collections. When we look at photos of the Prince and Princess of Wales and their three kids, at least we know they're real and were born to Catherine and William. But what about the strange photos that Harry and Meghan have released? It's unbelievable. Like that one where Archie is supposedly feeding the chickens. His hand looks twisted on his wrist, and magically, Harry grew a full head of hair in that Times cover photo. You know the one I'm talking about where Harry looks like Meghan's fabulous gay hairdresser. There are many more photos like these that have been altered, yet the media go crazy over this one single photo. Catherine simply said she wanted a nice photo for Mother's Day. I hope from now on the media call out all the altered photos that Harry and Meghan release. How is it acceptable for Harry and Meghan to appear on American TV primetime shows and tell so many lies? Why do they think it's okay to write books filled with unfounded accusations and made up stories about the family? And why do they think it's acceptable to stage imaginary paparazzi chases through the streets of New York? But when Catherine edits a family photo, suddenly she's being dishonest, as if we didn't already know that Harry and Meghan manipulate everything they put out. They get criticized for everything anyway, and this is exactly what they do. They're always trying to compare Meghan to Catherine, but there's no comparison. There's really no comparison between those two. Harry and Meghan should stop trying to measure up to the royals in any way. They're so far from royalty, and what really matters is letting Harry and Meghan live their lives the way they want. But that idea needs to be questioned. Now, Harry is actually working with the Aspen Institute's Commission on Information Disorder, aiming to tackle misinformation in the digital world. But isn't it ironic that Harry holds that position? I mean, Harry, Meghan, and Archie are some of the worst at spreading misinformation and sharing edited photos. Now, in his new role, Harry is trying to influence people's ability to freely express themselves online because he wants to get rid of all the negative stories about himself. And Meghan, well, they don't want anyone reading about the hypocrisy in the way they've treated former friends and other family members. They want everyone to believe they're these amazing and wonderful people when they're not. Meghan Markle even got involved in American public life by directly contacting us senators and representatives to advocate for women's rights. And Harry tried to get involved in the legal system by calling for a judicial review of his security arrangements. Anyway, it seems like yet another deactivation for simply expressing an honest opinion. The hypocrisy is crystal clear in this case because I can't find a single official photo of the Montecito duo that hasn't been digitally altered to Meghan's liking. And no, the lovely Princess of Wales certainly doesn't need any advice from those two. So much for the new PR advice to adopt a kinder, more humble approach when speaking about their royal family. I just shared some information and opinions about the controversy surrounding Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's hypocrisy in majorly editing a fake pregnancy photo. How do you feel about this incident? Please leave a comment to let me know. Thank you for watching, and we'd be even more grateful if you could give us one more like, one more share, and subscribe to the King YouTube channel. Goodbye for now, and I'll see you later.